A very pleasant good evening to you all from Hat City, USA for one final time in calendar year 2022. The Danbury Hat-Tricks get to host a hockey game, and tonight the Delaware Thunder, with whom they opened the season, will close out the first half, if you will, of calendar year of the season for calendar year 2022, and a chance for some milestones. The captain of the Danbury Hat-Tricks, Johnny Ruiz, is 2 goals away from hitting 100 career goals as a Federal Prospects Hockey League player. Closer and closer he gets to an opportunity to etch his name into a very short list of players who have achieved as much in the FPHL as he has. Last time these teams met up, a 7-5 final. The Hat-Tricks win in a shootout. Let's very quickly give you Delaware's starting lineup. The Thunder rolling out Trevor Martin in net, as they did in last game. J.C. Moritz takes 1D spot, and Rasmus Asp takes the other defense spot. The forwards, Chris Corrigan, Austin Weber, and Thomas T.J. Delaney takes up the last spot on the starting lineup. Let's very quickly, before they're introduced, give you the starters for the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Dustin Jesso, Johnny Ruiz, and Dmitry Kuznetsov, a dangerous line that they managed to pair up those 3 across the top. Johnny McDonald, back from loan to the SPHL, is in the lineup here tonight. He's paired with Riley Robertson, who will be playing his second home game with Danbury, and Brian Wilson, one of the top-performing goaltenders in the Federal Prospects Hockey League, takes the other net-minding spot for what promises to be an entertaining matchup. Hat-Tricks improving their power play to now 14%, still a bit higher that they could go. Delaware had a very good showing offensively, getting 5 goals last time that they took to the ice here. A couple of notables. Luke Richards not playing in the lineup tonight, so he will be sitting for the matchup this evening. Daniel Amesbury, of course, gets back in. Mike Lopez draws into the lineup. He's on the third line with Tristan Mock and Evan Lugo. The second line is Michael Marchesson with Brendan Sheehan centering, and Zach Pamaleon, who's moving back from the defense spot back up to the wingers spot, where he has played for most of the season. This game being broadcast here on the Danbury Hat-Tricks YouTube channel. We've been so blessed to be able to carry so many games across the whole course of the 2022 calendar year. We're so grateful that everybody who is joined in has decided to spend their evening with us. We're so grateful that everyone has decided to enjoy nights of hockey here in Hat City, USA. Danbury Hat-Tricks have performed remarkably well, coming into tonight's matchup at 10-0, looking to go 11-0 for the calendar year here at home on this half of the season. It's not the last game overall of the season. These teams will play 2 more matchups on the 30th and 31st in Harrington, Delaware, and then that will close out the calendar year. We're going to kick things down to ice level, where pregame festivities are just about getting underway from here in Hat City, USA. Dre, the public address announcer, will be doing all of the announcing.
Center, the captain, number 19, Johnny Ruiz. On right wing, number 77, Dimitri Kuznetsov. On defense, number 8, Johnny McDonald. Also on defense, number 17, Riley Robertson. And in goal, number 30, Brian Wilson. And now, the coaching staff for your Danbury Hat-Tricks. Head coach and general manager, Billy McCreary. Assistant coaches, Matt Boydie, Tyler Noseworthy, Steve Brown, John Kopinski, player assistant coach, Johnny Ruiz, athletic trainer, Amy Schneider, and equipment manager, Brett Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at this time we ask that you kindly stand and remove your caps. Direct your attention to the flag as we honor those who protect our freedom. Singing the national anthem tonight, Mad Hatter's Chorus.
The Mad Hatter Chorus providing tonight's national anthem. One last game to play here on home ice. The Danbury Hat-Tricks rolling out a nifty new orange jersey. The word Danbury across the front. Black numbers on the sleeves and on the backs of the jerseys. And these signs from our friends at Todd Maserati Alfa Romeo. We'll throw things back down for the ceremonial puck drop. Just one moment.
Dropping the puck tonight, we got Kathleen.
Johnny Ruiz and Alex Basie going out to take a ceremonial puck drop.
The ceremonial first puck, and there it is. Are you ready for Danbury Hat-Tricks hockey? Let's get it.
It's time to play some hockey. Let's reiterate the scores, or the players who are taking on the starting unit. For the Hat-Tricks, the top line of Jesso Ruiz, Kuznetsov, the defensive pair of McDonald and Robertson, Johnny McDonald back from loan in the SPHL, and in goal, Brian Wilson. Trevor Martin takes the net for Delaware on the road. Whites with the Viking-looking logo at center of the uniforms. The defensemen are J.C. Moritz and Rasmus Asp. The forwards are Chris Corrigan, Austin Weber, and TJ Delaney. Corrigan and Ruiz set to take the opening drop. We are underway for the final time from the Danbury Ice Arena in calendar year 2022, and immediately the puck flips out of bounds. We've burned a grand total of 8 seconds off of the game clock. Second game that Brian Verbeek has been behind the bench as the head coach for the Delaware Thunder, joining in to help Lou Santini out, who is staying on as an assistant coach and as the general manager for the Delaware Thunder. Ruiz wins the faceoff, tries to muscle his way through, tumbles down. Robertson plays this one across, looks for somewhere forward, across the blue line, gone, and flipped up off the glass, rings its way around to the opposite end and underneath the officials. Corrigan tries to put this one on net. Ruiz lays his man out. McDonald gathers up, leaves it behind him. Dustin Gesso will take it and go. Has some room in front of him, but nearly blows a tire. He'll take the puck around for a walk in his own end. Receives it back from Jared Yao. The full defense pairings for the hat trick. Jared Yao and Brendan Dowler, Cody Gibbs, and Kyle Gonzalez take spots on the blue line tonight. Here comes Gesso, whips this one on, and a relatively easy glove hand save. Goes directly into the mitt of Trevor Martin, who performed extremely effectively the last time that he saw the sheet of ice. This is the only game, and one of the few games across the whole FPHL this evening, and yes, this is the only game taking place in the Fed this evening. One game last night, Port Huron beat Elmira 10-3. Delaware and Watertown were supposed to play last night in Watertown. That game got postponed because that portion of New York State got absolutely hammered in the recent winter blast. And we hope well for all of the lovely people up in that part of the state of New York. Wilson waits for it, so that game is going to have to be made up at some later time after some recovery and after the systems have all been restored to good working order. Banged off the side. Pamaleon can't get this out. Off sides were the Thunder, so we've burned 1 minute and 34 seconds off the clock. Lugo out to take the draw against Seamus Lombard, who was in camp for the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Has found his way down here. Found his way down to Harrington and gets into the lineup right here against the team he was in camp for. That seems rather fitting, to say the very least. Martin out of the net to try and ring this around. They also very recently, in a trade, acquired a couple of players. This is going to be a delayed penalty against the Delaware Thunder. Ryan Marker recently got traded to Elmira in exchange for Dimitri Daniluk and TJ Delaney. Both players are in the lineup. Delaney actually got the start. We've got our first penalty of the evening. Brendan O'Reilly is going to sit for a 2-minute trip. So the only thing that has been a bit of a problem for the Hat-Tricks has been their power play. Got something going the last time out against these Thunder. Puck is down, up to Gonzalez at the line. McDonald tries to leave this low. It's picked off and flung out into neutral space and off the side of the boards by J.C. Moritz. Pursuing at the opposite end is Austin Weber. Gonzalez pulls up. Ruiz is going to take it and go. He sees space. He'll flip it up high, and it goes directly into the awaiting mitt. of Trevor Martin. So the hat tricks, 27 seconds fewer of penalty time, will send number 27, Brendan Sheehan, out to take the draw. Houston Wilson being tossed from the face-off dot. Delaware will lose it. Gonzalez will put it down behind the net. Put back up on the half boards, bounces over Gonzalez's stick. He does control it, not for long enough. Here comes Wilson, sprinting headlong. Wilson tries to get himself to the slot. Kick, shot, save made. As Wilson was falling down, he kicked it to himself, got the shot away, and couldn't do any more with it than that. Brendan Sheehan will leave this behind for Ruiz. Sneaks underneath McDonald, tries to flip this one out. Gonzalez will do the honors. Left for Ruiz, up the left boards, will flip this in. Martin tells his teammates to hop off and let him have some room to play it. Carried across for 1D to D. Delaware will try it again and clear this. Carrying it out with some bit of speed is TJ Delaney, one of the newest members of the Thunder. Acquired in that recent trade. Pamaleon will gather up. Flips this up the left side for Dustin Gesso. Sprinting ahead, can't win the race to it. Pamaleon takes a whack at it, bounces to Gesso in the right spot. Gesso tries to dip around, carries to the circle. Puck bounces away from him and goes to Dmitry Kuznetsov. 20 seconds on the power play to work with. Kuznetsov will set this one up. Carries low to the half boards and now into the corner. Has Yao at the point, gets it to him. Across for Pamaleon and up to Robertson at the right point. Winds up, shoots it off the boards. Yao has to drive in to get this one. Hat tricks, power play expires, shot on, score! With 1 second left on the power play, the Danbury hat tricks strike first. It's Michael Marchesson who puts the biscuit in the basket and makes it 1-0 for the hat tricks. Tipped in right there, you saw it at the net. Pamaleon will get the primary assist on this one. A beautiful setup, finished it off well, and the hat tricks take 4 minutes and 27 seconds to strike first, and on come the Carrots. The tradition around here at Danbury is when the first goal goes in, the Carrots come flying out. Michael Marchesson has played 15 prior games, 12 of them in Danbury, 3 of them in Binghamton. Did not score a point in his games in Binghamton. He has scored 10 goals and 2 points for 12 points in his 16 games, in his 13 games now since coming to the hat tricks. A point per game player, a wonderful performer. The big man from Burlington, Ontario, coming over and making a couple of big plays and getting the hat tricks on the scoreboard early. 4:27 into the opening stanza. And the hat tricks get a much needed power play goal to put themselves in the lead. They've gotten all the Carrots off. The door is closed. Lugo, Mock, and Amesbury go out to take the face-off after the goal. Mock will backhand this one in. Amesbury goes, chases, throws a check. Puck bounces high. Mock sprinting, can't get to this one. Mazarin can't get on this one. Lugo can't do much with this. Mock absorbs some punishment. Amesbury doesn't connect on the check. Zach Pamaleon getting the primary assist. Jared Yao getting the secondary assist. That's a cross. Batted in. Picked up by Dmitry Daniluk, who started off the season in camp with the hat tricks. Mock flipped this one in, gives chase. Mock goes, takes the spin. Amesbury in the corner takes the check. Puck bounces up to the circle. It's gathered up by Brendan O'Reilly, whose penalty the hat-trick scored the power play on. Gesso was lit the Thunder up like a Christmas tree this season. Takes the punishment, springs the puck free, keeps lugging this against the end boards. 4 players engaged in the battle here. Up top, nearly out. Yao with the keep, and the Thunder still can't get it out. Johnny Ruiz will backhand this one to Gesso. Gesso spins off. Thinks there should be a slash penalty incoming. There is not a penalty of such inbounds. So Yao will flip this one up to the opposite blue line. Gesso spins off. Kuznetsov goes for it. Across to the other side through Johnny Ruiz and backhanded across by Chris Corrigan. Jesso's there for it. In front, tried to put it into the slot for Johnny Ruiz and not quite there. Picked up by Austin Weber. Weber slips through, tumbles down. Dowler will get on top of this. Brendan Dowler, 9 points in 19 games. A rookie here in the Fed. Kuznetsov goes through. Marchessault nearly with a between-the-legs goal. Sheehan tries it, nothing there. Oh, the roof would have blown off. Hard check by Marchessault behind the play. Musalimov will flip this in. It's picked up by Gonzalez. Cody Gibbs, pass across, sneaks back across to Gonzalez. Pass to Gibbs. Gibbs will walk this on. Hat-tricks are on sides. Pass a little too far for Kuznetsov and Sheehan, so the puck is covered up in net by Martin. We've got our first media timeout. Brief pause, back in a moment from Hat City, USA.
Right off the jump, we've got ourselves a line ball. Robert Hyde drops the puck. We're going to have a fight at center. Levesque with a couple of big rights. He scores!
We're so grateful for all of the fans who have supported us throughout calendar year 2022. We especially want to give a thanks to our sponsors, including those from DPS, Diversified Printing Solutions, right here in Danbury, is the Hat-Trick's official printing partner. You want it printed? Call Tina and let them get it inked up for you. DPS Printing Solutions. They can do it all. Locally owned, printed on paper from Connecticut trees. That's TK's Corner, created by our friends at TK's American Cafe, who have been absolutely fabulous supporters of the Hat-Tricks throughout the course of the season. And for many years, Tom Kennedy has done a wonderful job. His wings are absolutely tasty. First shot of the game on net. Brian Wilson with the save.
Special happy birthday announcement to Sam Straza. Happy birthday, Sam.
Wilson has been a remarkable performer in net throughout the course of the season. Won the Goaltender of the Month award for the first month period of the year. Leads the Fed in save percentage at a .922 clip. Leads the league in wins with 11. Shot on off the pipe. He didn't see it at all. He got remarkably lucky. Banged off the right pipe. Puck flung across the crease. They'll fling it across, and the Hat-Tricks on the penalty. That's in, and that is a goal. The Delaware Thunder, not this game even, at 1 goal apiece. Danila Milushkin pumps that one in. Hat-Tricks got ludicrously fortunate that they did not give up a goal a few seconds earlier after the shot banged off the pipe. And so with 12:25 to go in the opening stanza, the Danbury hat tricks are tied up 1-1. Shot save made. Puck sneaks across to the opposite side, still looking at this one from the top of the circle, flipped on. Bazarin tries to go through. Tristan Locke will get on this loose puck and put this up the left boards. Gliding forward is Johnny McDonald. McDonald to the circle. Tried to throw it across, nobody home. Harrington giving chase. Back to his own blue line. Mock with him. They'll try the long pass over the middle. It tips off of a Delaware defenseman. Mike Lopez tries to force his man off the puck. Bazarin nearly got it through. Nice check throw, and Mock forces the turnover. Across to Lopez, he is off sides. .11:41 to go here in the opening stanza. Sheehan on to take the draw. Off the tie-up, the Thunder come away with it. Lobbed in, gloved by Dowler, fanned on the pass. Dowler will send this one across to the left side. Malushkin with the goal, thrown across, Pamaleon scores! Zach Pamaleon makes it 2-1. The Flying Hawaiian with his second point of the game. The hat tricks waste no time in coming up with an answer. A beautiful setup across the crease to pump that in the back of the net. And it's 2-1. You'll see this right here as it walks in. Dot to slot to net. Beautiful setup, beautiful pass, beautiful finisher. Pamaleon came into this game with 17 previous games played, 5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points. He's up to 6 and 7 points, goals, and assists respectively for 13 points on the season. A rookie, one of a few Hawaiian-born players in professional hockey. Dustin Jesso gets control of it. Up to Ruiz. Ruiz checked off the puck and absorbs some punishment. 2-on-2 the other way. Gafarov can't really control it. Tries to get it down to the circle. Up to the point. Moritz shot goes a little bit wide. Brennan controls it. Will send it up the half boards. They'll keep cycling. Rolled on through Malushkin. Across to J.C. Moritz. Puck sneaks underneath him. Kuznetsov will pick it up and go. Jesso glides in. Jesso from the circle. Shot off Martin and goes into the protective netting overhead. 10:20 to play. To catch you up on some of the other scoring that has gone down as a number of groups have joined in here. It was a charging penalty taken by Brendan Sheehan that got Delaware the power play that they scored on. And the scoring on the most recent goal, Zach Pamaleon gets the goal as this is an icing. Pamaleon with the goal. Brandon Sheehan with the assist and with the primary assist, and Brendan Dowler with the secondary assist. 10:10 left to go. Hat tricks lead 2-1. 2 points on the evening so far for Zach Pamaleon. Puck will be rung around the Delaware dasher. Rolled out. This has a chance to turn into no icing. It was last kicked by a hat trick. McDonald knocks this down and carries forward. McDonald glides on. Mock center. Drop to Lugo. Lugo winds up, shoots it. Rebound on the kick save, and the Thunder get control of it. O'Reilly, huge check by Amesbury, and now we got a scrap. We got a brawl. Going up against the glass. Amesbury taking down Alex Basie. Third time in 2 games that those 2 heavyweights have gone at it. A huge check by Daniel Amesbury. Those two are going to get 5 for the fight. They're separating the two so Basie can go into the box by himself. Those two provided quite a brawl the first time that they went. They go here. Amesbury heads to the bench. Five minutes for fighting with 9:43 to go here in the opening stanza. Couple goals, couple fights. It's a hockey game, all right.
Fans, there are new items on sale at the merchandise table on the main concourse. In addition to the classics, hoodies, sweatshirts, and beanies, check out the new You Got Amesbury gear. Remember, support the rabbit, make a statement, and support the hometown team. Get them while supplies last.
Ruiz and Moritz standing over at the penalty box, waiting for the ruling. That's Basie right there sitting in the box. Brian Wilson comes over to the Danbury half-trick bench. It's a new jersey that they've broken out for tonight's game. The orange with the black sleeve across the top. The uniform logo at the bottom of all the jerseys that the hat-tricks wear, provided by our friends at Todd Maserati Alfa Romeo of Danbury. It's the premier auto partner in the Danbury area, located on Newtown Road. The Bennett family has been putting the community behind the wheel for over 35 years. Dream big, drive a Maserati or Alfa Romeo. New and pre-owned vehicles are available. Let Todd Maserati Alfa Romeo of Danbury be your choice. They are our uniform sponsor. They've also got their banner hanging underneath our video board, which we are grateful is working 100% now.
Fans, big announcement tonight. We've got the Woodbury Middle School starting 5 for the basketball team is here tonight. They're in the building. Woodbury Middle School.
Number of groups here this evening. Let's quickly run through the scoring and how that has gone through so far on this game tonight. 2-1 the score. First goal belonging to Danbury. Michael Marchesson, assisted by Zach Pamaleon and Jared Yao. Came on a power play at the 4:27 mark of the first period. About 3 minutes later, 3 minutes and 8 seconds to be exact, Delaware on a power play of their own gets a goal from Danila Milushkin and Denis Gafarov. And exactly 1 minute later, Zach Pamaleon with a clap bomb assists to Brendan Sheehan and Brendan Dowler. Brendan squared on the assist, the Hawaiian getting the goal. Susie is going to head off as well. So both Susie and Amesbury not in the penalty box. They're sitting on the bench. Ruiz over to have a chat with the coaching staff. John Krupinski, Billy McCreary, and Matt Voidy, and Tyler Noseworthy all on the bench. Brett Jackson, the equipment man, joining them as well. Delaware's personnel on the bench tonight. Brian Verbeek, the new head coach, all of 2 games in. His team has provided a real good fight in both games so far. So Amesbury is going over to the bin. Susie will have to head back in and join him in there. Lou Santini, the former head coach, he's staying on as the general manager and the assistant coach, so just moving to a different capacity. And Mike Roy, the head equipment manager, are on the bench for the Delaware Thunder. So this is going to be a power play, I believe, for, yep, they've got We've got 2 guys sitting in the bench, in the sin bin. I must say I'm a little bit confused, but no penalty, I guess. Or excuse me, no power play ultimately for Delaware. I thought we were going to get one. Gesso picks this off, rolls this way around. Gonzalez hands back off to Gesso. Up the left side, Yao tries to put it on towards the net. Shot blocked down and picked up and carried out by Erasmus Asp. Carried up along the boards, whacked in by Kuznetsov to hang this on the boards. Gesso takes a tumble down to the ice, takes a hard check, followed up on the boards by Robertson. Gonzalez with the shot blocked high and out of attacking ice by Austin Weber. That's a good block. Kuznetsov picks this up. It's a slew of penalties. Danbury has 2 guys who are sitting in the box. Daniel Amesbury and Riley Robertson for fighting and roughing. Susie is off for 5 for fighting, a 2 for an instigation, and a 10 for continuing the altercation. So all of that is why we've got people not in the game. And in the sin bin, Marchesson threw it across the slot and couldn't get it anywhere. Dowler drives it low. Dowler carries it, tried to put it up top. The stick of Eric Oganezhov got in the way. Malushkin drops it to Wilson, walks it to the circle, got it to his backhand, pivots and spins, tries to put it up to the line. He puts it in neutral space instead. Brennan throws across for Oganezhov. He'll take it for a walk back to the circle. Brennan Oganezhov playing a 2-man passing game. 3rd man gets to have some fun with that. Denis Gafarov across the blue line. Gafarov had a great game his last time out against these hat tricks. Leads the team in total scoring, 23 points in 20 games, 15 goals, 8 assists. 2 goals and 2 assists for 4 points the last time out. They'll put this up to the point, funnel this way around. Puck rolls. Mike Lopez tries to dip this out of danger. Delaney tried putting it on net. It goes well wide to the right. Across to the slot. Lopez will get on this one. Picked up at the circle. Tries the stretch pass forward. It's knocked down by J.C. Moritz and goes out of bounds with 7:05 left to go here in the first period. Gesso, Kuznetsov, and Ruiz out to take the draw. A 2-minute infraction against Riley Robertson is all done, so he's back on the bench. Actually, he's back on the ice now. Gafarov jumps on to complete the lineup for Delaware. It's a center ice draw. Weber's gonna step in and take it. Ruiz batted that one into Delaware ice. Picked off the exiting pass. Ruiz takes the check. Puck sat under him. Floated high. That hit the support. That hit the metal facing.
Patrick Bateman, paging Patrick Bateman, please report to customer service. Patrick Bateman, please report to customer service.
Not sure why the main character from American Psycho is being paged in the building. Johnny Ruiz will step in and take the draw. Term Sorcher's favorite film. Man who makes pretty much everything run here at the Danbury Ice Arena. Ruiz picks off the exiting skating. Flipped across. Gesso giving chase. Tries to shove his man off the puck. Works at this one. Tried to sneak it in front. No more room. Rolled up the left side. Pass across the middle. It's right on net for Wilson, who smartly will just put it away in his glove and cover it up with 6:21 left to be played in the first period. Only 2 shots on net so far. Off the draw, Malushkin tries the shot. There's no room to sneak it through anywhere. Pamaleon knocks this down. Puck rolls away from him. Malushkin tries to funnel this deep. Jared Yao is the man there for it. Marchessault picks this up. Flipped up to the blue line. Marchessault nearly overruns this. Does. Yao gets on this one. Runs nearly into the official. Up to the blue line. Kept on. Lobbed high. Marchessault can't do anything with it. Houston Wilson carries against the skirt of the goal. And carried out by Brendan Dowler. Glides very well. Dowler drops it for Pamaleon. One-handed shovel pass. Dowler tried to put it to the circle. There was nobody to give it to. On come the Thunder, interrupted by Sheehan. Dowler across to Yao. Yao up to Pamaleon. Across the middle. Knocked down by Marchessault. Kuznetsov walked in, or Sheehan walked on rather. Sheehan will just get it and control it. Puck came out. It's a good tip job by Malushkin. Gonzalez will flip this on. Lopez giving chase. Delaware playing a two-man game. Lugo jumps in, tries to pick this off, blows a tire. The Thunder will get out of their own end of the rink. Carried forward. Nice skating by Corrigan. Carries through Gibbs. From the goal line, extended shot on save by Wilson. Houston Wilson will carry this one up. Shot knocked down by Cody Gibbs. Lopez will get control of this one. Across to Tristan Mock. Left on the left. In front. Mock tries the tip. Bouncing puck. Not sneaking through. Nice reflexes for Trevor Martin to keep that one out of the twine. Lopez tries to get through. Mock put it up to the point. It got picked off by Houston Wilson instead. Gonzalez up to Mock. Mock with some room. Mock will just lob this on net. The save by Martin. It'll bounce aside as the Hat-Tricks go for a line change. Kuznetsov is on. Tries to poke it off of one Thunder stick. Another is there for it. Kuznetsov lost his stick. McDonald forces his man off the puck. Bouncing at the circle is Austin Weber. Across to Dmitry Daniluk. Circle wanted the tip. A little bit far from connecting on the stick of Rasmus Asp. Back come the Hat-Tricks. Gesso glides through. Puck sneaks through. Ruiz scores! Johnny Ruiz! 1 goal away from 100 as a Fed player. Goal number 99 in the Fed for number 19. A beautiful finisher. Got on top of this one and put it in the back of the net. His 15th this season, his 24th point. The next goal Johnny Ruiz scores will be his 100th goal as a player in the Federal Prospects Hockey League. All but 10 of them have come in a Hat-Tricks uniform when the Hat-Tricks did not play in the 2020 season, as Ruiz will funnel the shot across open net. Robertson will get on top of this one. Ruiz was loaned out to the Elmira Enforcers. Gesso walks this on. Ruiz scored 10 goals in an Enforcers uniform. The other 89 of his goals have come as a hat trick. Jared Yao gets on top of this one. Works this one to the circle, tries to sneak it out. Delaware carries the other way. Looks for somewhere to go with it. Gafarov, no room. Brian Wilson out to neutral space. 3:05 to play. Hat-Tricks thought this was icing. It is not. McDonald, Gafarov there for it. Whack deep for Yao. Yao will get on top of this and carry it out. Marchessault will look for somewhere to go with this. The rest of the scoring on Ruiz's goal, only one assist, and it goes to Dustin Gesso, his first point of the night. He's gotten multiple points every single time he has taken the ice against the Delaware Thunder. Puck thrown in front. Daniel Amesbury will get control of it. Marchessault and Sheehan pass this up the middle. Sheehan will keep lugging this on. Amesbury prowling. Completes his check. Bounces to the slot. Picked up by Chris Corrigan. Almost just about 2 minutes to go. Lugo will ring this round. Martin tries to settle it. Tristan Mock fishes this puck out of the corner. Eludes a couple of would-be hits. Tries to get it up to the blue line. Gonzalez will control it at the red. Up to Lugo. Lugo walks in to the circle. Tries to carry through. We've still got that 1 media timeout to go. Pamaleon carries it at the circle. Dips around one man. Drops it against the half boards. Giving chase to this one. Both him and Lugo. Pamaleon, 4 players now in the corner. Pamaleon comes away with a shot. Saved by Martin. Lugo takes a couple of chucks into the boards. 4 players again against the wall. 1 minute, 30 seconds left to go. Gonzalez and Pamaleon control it. Pamaleon across to Gibbs. Gibbs will take a whack at it. He'll sneak down low to Mock. Mock controls it here. 1:20 left. Pamaleon. Net came off its moorings, but came back down pretty quickly. A bit of a back check hard on the net. Hattrick's kept this in. Delaware's going to lob this into Danbury ice. Gibbs will control it. We've got 1 minute left to go in the first period. Here comes Ruiz. Carries on. Shoots it. Save made by Martin. Gesso slow to get off. We're going to have a high stick, and we are going to have that last media timeout before the intermission. Brief pause, back in a moment from the Danbury Ice Arena. .52.5 seconds left. We have a 4-minute double minor called against Seamus Lombard. And it was in Hattrick's camp. He has to sit down. This will be a continuous 4-minute power play that is going to carry into the second period. Dustin Gesso tries to carry it through. Wanted to funnel the shot on net. Puck bounces up high. It's a high sticking penalty that must have drawn blood. Gonzalez giving chase. Wilson pursuing him all the way back into his end of the rink. So the Hattricks are on an extended power play. 20 seconds left to be played. Ruiz will just dump this in. Goes and gives chase. Delaware tries to whap this around. Gesso across. Ruiz got it on his skate. Malushkin across. Comes open to the circle. Tries to glide through. Gonzalez holds his ground. Final couple of seconds are going to burn off the clock. Sheehan will shoot it, and a glove hand save by Martin. And that is that. After one, the Danbury Hattricks and Delaware Thunder have a score of 3-1 in favor of the hometown Hattricks. We'll take a brief pause, hop back in a moment from the Danbury Ice Arena here on the Danbury Hattricks YouTube channel. Brief pause, back in just a second. Second period just about set to begin between the Hat Tricks and the Thunder. Welcome back on board from Hat City, USA, for what has been a pretty entertaining matchup. I'm Chris Lynch. A good game between the Hat Tricks and the Thunder. The captain of the Danbury Hat Tricks is one tally away from career goal number 100. Johnny Ruiz scored career goal number 99 across his time in the Federal Prospects Hockey League to put the Hat Tricks up 3-1 late on in the frame. The former captain from UMass Dartmouth came to the Hat Tricks in their debut season in the 1920 season and has since made Danbury his home. And outside of the 3 games that he played on loan to the Knoxville Ice Bears, and outside of the 19 games that he played in his time with the Elmira Enforcers while the Hat Tricks were on hiatus before returning after the outset of the COVID-19 pandemic, he has played every single one of his games in professional hockey as a member of the Danbury Hat Tricks. 23 points in 19 games before this one as that shot is on, stopped and played back out to the point for Kuznetsov. Remember, the Hat Tricks are on an extended 4-minute-long power play to open up the second period. Brendan Dowler tries shoveling this on and cleared to the opposite end of the rink. There was a high sticking penalty taken by Seamus Lombard that put him in the box and put the Hat Tricks on the power play to put us in the current position. Pamela goes to and gets on top of this, puts it up to the circle. Dowler controls it, looks for somewhere to work with this. Pamela goes to the blue line, can't control it, has to play it out to neutral space. Tries to lob this forward. Pamela picks this off, drop for Marchesson. Dowler will pick it up. Yao will settle it. Left for Dmitry Kuznetsov. Rolls through Malushkin. Wired on directly into the waiting breadbasket of Trevor Martin. Minute and 45 left to go on Danbury's extended power play. They're 1 for 1 so far in power play situations tonight. Jesso, Sheehan, McDonald, Ruiz, and Gonzalez. Gonzalez will flip this one on. Blocker save, knocked high into the air. Bouncing out in front for Sheehan. They'll gather it up. Sheehan will look for somewhere to go with this one. They'll swing this one across. Gonzalez sneaks underneath. Ruiz blasts it and puts it into the protective netting overhead. A minute 29 left on the power play. Ruiz seeking goal number 100. Quick update on one other thing as well. The Danbury Junior Hat Tricks of the NAHL have a player who is playing for Team Latvia in the World Juniors. He's played 2 games for Team Latvia, got defeated by Team USA despite making 40-plus saves, and took the matchup with Switzerland today to overtime. Patrick Berzins, who's committed to go play at the University of Maine next year at the Division I level of the NCAA. He's been a fabulous, fabulous player. Johnny McDonald will put this low to Dustin Jesso. Shot on by Sheehan, save made. Gonzalez and McDonald combine to keep this in. Gonzalez winds up. Ruiz shot a little bit wide to the left. Jesso controls this. 1 minute left on the power play. Jesso down low. Sheehan to the circle. Jesso shoots it. Puts it a little bit wide. Ruiz goes over to pick up the loose puck. Funnels it low. Sheehan works this. Carried to the circle. McDonald will pick up the batted free puck. Ruiz fading. Goal line extended. Thrown across. Ruiz walks into this one. Sneaks through some traffic. McDonald, 35 seconds to go on the power play. Hat Tricks up 3-1 and looking to open up the second period with some goal scoring. Low for Ruiz. Picked up by Brennan. He'll ring this one around to the right side and out into neutral space. Gonzalez, tipped by Weber. Hat Tricks have to give some chase. No real danger. Stretch pass ahead. Dustin Jesso tipped it at the blue line, so no icing. He'll win the race to this one. 10 seconds to go on the power play, and Martin will smartly cover up this puck. 9 seconds to go on the extra skater. Three goals to 1 the score. Lugo, Mock, Lopez, Dowler, and the players out there for the hat tricks. Kept in off the stick. Lopez tried to funnel it on for Mock. It's flipped to the opposite end of the rink. The power play has expired. So the hat tricks are back to even strength, 1 for 2 on the power play this evening. Pass thrown across, Mock. Lugo keeps this in at the point. Bazarin trying to lug this on, dropped to the goal line, extended. Oganejov can't do anything with it. Lopez can't get it onto his stick. It sat in his skates. Houston Wilson drags it forward. Backhand shot saved by Brian Wilson. Dowler backhands this one around to the opposite side. Puck lobbed. High shot on, saved by Wilson again. Dowler wants it for Lugo, a little bit over him. Mock tried the self-pass off the boards. It got denied by Dimitri Daniluk. Jared Yao will pick it up after Wilson plays it. Tries the pass, turns it over, circles, shot, wide, rebound, scores. A bad giveaway for the hat tricks, and Delaware makes them pay. Dennis Gafarov, his second point of the evening, makes it a 1-point game. So Johnny Ruiz will go back out to the center ice line. Dustin Gesso will join him, and the hat tricks now only lead by 1 early in the second period. Ruiz is going to pick this puck off of the doorstep. Dustin Gesso tries the self-pass, nearly a hand pass. It got tipped by Ruiz. The officials are saying different things about that. One blows it dead. It is going to stand as a hand pass. So the face-off will come back out to neutral territory. Off the draw, Ruiz with the clean win. Kuznetsov will gather it and retreat. Tries the long pass ahead for Gesso. This is going to turn into an icing call. And a pretty obvious whistle at that one. Shots listed at 16-7 in favor of the hat tricks. Carried on from the circle by McDonald with the round for Kuznetsov. Gesso gets over to the blue line, drags, winds up, shoots it a little bit wide. Puck will find its way back out to neutral space. Robertson to Kuznetsov. Grenade lobbed in, gathered up by the Thunder. Underneath Gafarov's stick, Sheehan tries to control it, will dump it deep. Martin out of his net to play it, and put it on his backhand up to Gafarov. 2 points on the night for Gafarov. Kuznetsov picks off the pass, cuts his way around one man, tried to center for Dustin Gesso, and Gibbs can't keep it on. The hat tricks are offside, so they'll have to reset. We're coming up on the first media timeout. And at the next pause in the game that isn't a goal, to the slot. Gafarov absorbs the contact from Gibbs, who lost his stick. Going across, Sheehan controls. Marchesson, circle, in front, score! Michael Marchesson on the feed. Brendan Sheehan, the finisher. 4-2 Danbury! Some of the fans are chucking pucks. That's not supposed to happen for a little bit. The pucks are being thrown early. Fans, the pucks are being thrown too early. They are not to be thrown until the second intermission time.
Fans, you cannot throw anything on the ice. You cannot throw anything on the ice.
And they're being told about that right now. There's the finisher, a beautiful, beautiful goal. Brendan Sheehan combining with Michael Marchesson. Marchesson, working on a multi-point game, has a goal already. The fans may well be warned of a possible delay of game if more stuff is thrown out onto the ice. The scoring of that goal is as follows. Brendan Sheehan gets the goal. Michael Marchesson gets the assist. It's just those two at even strength at 5:40 into the second period. All right, we're ready to go. 14:20 left to be played in the frame. Puck is dropped. Delaware wires a shot on. Wilson is just smartly going to cover this up. We're going to take a breather. Hop back just a moment from the Danbury Ice Arena. Brief pause. Back in a moment. In-house promotion where the hat tricks are handing out the opportunity to win some fabulous prizes. Our friends at Texas Roadhouse providing an appetizer. We're correctly guessing The Matrix is the film being shown. Quick word of thanks to our friends at Kafala Coffee. Real coffee, good coffee. No, great coffee. Plus hot chocolate right on the concourse level here at the Danbury Ice Arena. Kafala Coffee. I don't tend to drink coffee, but I drink their hot chocolate. It is tasty, to say the very least. Daniel Amesbury lugs this on. Puck worked off of his stick. And then backwards for Yao. Jared Yao will ring this around the dasher. Martin can't do much with it. Puck sneaks under him. Sheehan. That puck is lobbed into the opposite end of the rink. It goes into the protective netting. So 13:49 left to go here in the second period.
Special welcome to the Western Junior Colonials hockey team.
Tristan Mock out to take the face-off against Corrigan. Good win. McDonald will lob this on to the opposite corner. Race to go and get this puck. Won by the Thunder, specifically by Austin Weber. And by the way, they have added a goal, or they have added an assist onto the scoring for the most recent goal. Daniel Amesbury got an assist on that one. McDonald will lob that on. That's Amesbury's 6th assist. Shot blocked down by Oganejov in the circle. Puck sneaks over Tristan Mock's stick, left behind. Carried on, lobbed forward. Lugo will get on top of this. Going across for Tristan Mock to the opposite circle. Lopez tries the fancy skating. Puck sits at the doorstep. Puck still free. Where is it? Mock shoveling away at it. The puck has come its way free to the circle. Shot. Save made by Martin. Lopez working away at this one. Greasy effort by the hat tricks. Rolls its way up along the boards. Robertson for Mock. Bounces at the circle and cleared out into empty space. Gafarov gets on top of this. 2-on-2 come the Thunder. Shot save made by Wilson. Big rebound and a good cover by Wilson off the juicy rebound opportunity. Four to the score. 12:34 the time remaining here in the second period. Johnny Ruiz calling out directions for where he wants everyone to be off the tie-up. It's a clean win for the Hat Tricks. Gonzalez played it across, goal line extended, gathered up, walks around the circle, shot save made, rebound chance. Delaware can't get on top of it for a clean look immediately. Gafarov up to the point, receives it backwards, rolls with it. Malushkin tries to leave it for Gafarov, bouncing puck. Dennis Gafarov spins. The Hat Tricks will clear this out in empty space. Kuznetsov takes the punishment. Dustin Gesso lugs this on. Across. Ruiz doesn't quite connect. Johnny Ruiz will try to play it up to the point. Gafarov picks this off. Gonzalez intercepts. Gesso. Ruiz wants it. Fires. Puts it a little bit wide to the left. He is prowling for goal number 100. Houston Wilson takes the check. Ruiz throws a check. He's going to do everything in this game. Shot sent aside. Dowler takes the check. Sheehan sprinting ahead. Sheehan ran into traffic against the boards. Played out into empty space. Jared Yao gives chase. Gets to the loose puck. Pamaleon comes across. He's got 2 points in this game. Brendan Sheehan tries to play it up the half boards. Asp there for it. Dowler across to Yao. Yao wants it for Pamaleon. This finds its way out of bounds, so 11:01 the time remaining here in the second period. Each team with a goal to make this a little bit closer and then balloon it back up a little bit higher. The scoring in the period, just to reiterate, Dennis Gafarov assisted by Chris Corrigan and Austin Weber for Delaware at the 4:06 mark. Marchesson with the shot. The second goal of the game of the period belongs to Danbury, as this is going to be an icing at the Delaware end of the ice. Brendan Sheehan with the goal at the 5:43 mark. Michael Marchesson and Daniel Amesbury with the assists. .10:49 the time to go here in the second period. Sheehan tries to shove his way forward. Yao with the keep at the point, at least initially. Second chance is cleared the opposite way. Marchesson has to sprint back and get to this puck. Across the middle to Sheehan. Locked behind him, Pamaleon fumbles the puck. This will be an offsides called against Delaware. So it'll be a neutral zone faceoff as we get a full personnel change. Lugo wins the draw for the Hat Tricks. McDonald will carry this one forward. McDonald ran out of real estate. Corrigan. Across the Hat Tricks logo. Whacked on net. Delaware's offside, so they have to reset. Lugo will pick this up. Take it behind the net, use it as a shield. Try the long pass off the boards and settle down. Daniluk, puck bounces on him. Delaney kicks it. This has a chance to turn into an icing. It does not. Riley Robertson worked off the stick. Up to Daniluk. Bangs off the boards and finds its way out of bounds. We're going to take a breather, hop back in a moment from the Danbury Ice Arena here on the Danbury Hat Tricks YouTube channel. Brief pause, back in just a moment.
Right off the jump, we've got ourselves a line ball. Robert Hyde across the puck. We're going to have a fight at center. Vivek with a couple of big rights. He scores!
Big word of thanks to our friends at Peach Wave of Bethel. Located on Greenwood Avenue in Bethel, Peach Wave is your place to go for a quality treat. Yogurts and toppings, it doesn't get much better. Catch a wave, a peach one. Shots 18-9 in favor of the hometown Danbury Hat-Tricks for what has been, to kind of understate the case, an entertaining offensive game. There has been stuff happening throughout the course of the evening. 6 goals at just about the midway point of the evening's proceedings. Jared Yao trying the stretch pass ahead for Dustin Jesso. It's on net, so no icing. Correct decision to just put that puck away in his mitt for Trevor Martin. Ruiz is going to stay out there. Dmitry Kuznetsov and Dustin Jesso flank him on the wings. Ruiz going to take the face-off. Tries to shove it forward. Gibbs picks this off in neutral space. Tries to carry this on, lobbed high. Slaloming is Daniluk on Ruiz. Dipped through. Cody Gibbs goes and picks up the loose puck. Tries to ring it to the opposite side. Jesso's there for it. Passed across. Kuznetsov can't get there in time. Ruiz will whack this in. Hat-Tricks top line stays out there. Moritz will look for it up the wing. Sneaks through. This is an icing call going against the Thunder. This is the only game being played across the whole course of the FPHL this evening. It's a good crowd. A lively crowd here at the Danbury Ice Arena, as pretty much always. Sheehan to take the face off. Off the tie-up. Hat-Tricks coming away. The Pamaleon shot not there. Marchesson will get control of it. Puts it to the point. Robertson tried to get the tip. Pamaleon controls it on the apron of the goals. Center shot. Scores! Michael Marchesson! Another one for the big Burlington, Ontario native. It's 5-2 Danbury! A continued excellent game. Got the play out in front off the backhander from Pamaleon, the really good shot. We'll see that pass again here. Got it up top. A good wire for Michael Marchesson. Quite the game he's having. Brendan Sheehan going to get and control this one. Three goals, so he gets the hat trick. Plus the assist, so he's working on a 4-point game.
Fans, we appreciate the enthusiasm. However, throwing objects on the ice is not permitted. The team will be assessed a penalty for delay of game, and any fan caught throwing objects on the ice will be removed from the ice. Thank you.
The fans are being warned here to not throw any more of the Chuck-a-Pucks on the ice. It will result in a delay of game penalty against the Hat-Tricks. Lugo takes the hit, tries to get this controlled, worked its way around. Michael Marchesson, 2 goals, plus the assist. Should be updated. It is the 2 goals as Wilson makes the save. 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. Sheehan and Pamela also with 3 points. Yep. Got confused for a moment, thought he had gotten one of the hat-trick goals. I just got mistaken as to who that one went to. Lopez across for Lugo. Lugo tried to get a little too fancy when the shot would have been the right decision on that one. Pass headlong forward. Pamela and Brendan Sheehan getting the assist, and that unit has been a holy terror. Gesso, puck a little bit behind him. Lugo carries on, across for Lopez. Lopez tried to center it, bouncing puck not there. Gesso carries on, takes the check, got to his knees, tries to put it on towards the net. Gafarov, nothing doing. Bangs off the boards. Up to the line, Gonzalez tries to poke this free. Gibbs will give this one over to Gonzalez. So 3 points each for Sheehan, Pamela and Marchesson. Marchesson's the 2 goals, plus the assist. Gesso tried to cut underneath a man and couldn't do so. This is going to be an icing going against the Thunder. It's 8:35 East Coast time. .6:26 to go here in the second period. Pamela trying to muscle his way forward. Tied up with Oganejov, puck springs free. Corrigan tries the stretch pass for Seamus Lombard. They're gonna say he got a tip on it, so no icing on this. Whacked out, 2-on-2. Marchesson goes to the net. Gonzalez tries it. Bouncing puck off of Marchesson's stick and right into the awaiting breadbasket of Trevor Martin. Sheehan, Marchesson, and Pamela has not been a line tried by head coach Billy McCreary throughout the course of the season. It has worked this evening. Those 3 have combined for 9 points. 3 points each. Weber will step in and take the draw. Pamela tries to play it against the boards, bounces out to neutral space. Running on to get this one was Wilson. Tried to center it, thrown across, and send it back out to empty territory for Dmitry Daniluk to try and control. Wilson fans on this. Marchesson up ahead for Sheehan. Sheehan back for Marchesson. Shot save made, rebound save again by Martin. He's made a couple of very good saves throughout the course of this game. Sheehan will get on the loose puck. Marchesson will turn and go. Left it for Johnny McDonald. Walked back on. Sheehan spins, looks, thrown across, settled down by Riley Robertson, bouncing puck, and the Thunder are going to get on top of this. Weber couldn't get a clean handle on it. Amesbury will settle it down in his defensive end of the ice. Mock and Robertson. Lobbed in by Robertson. Oganejov will play it with his mitt, and the Thunder will turn and go. Dowler gives chase for the puck, picks it up, tries to shovel it on for Tristan Mock. Takes the check behind the play. Robertson, the stretch pass ahead. This is an icing call with 4:48 left. We've got another media timeout. Brief pause, back in a little bit from the Danbury Ice Arena here on the Danbury Hat Tricks YouTube channel.
Right off the jump, we've got ourselves a line ball as Robert Hyde drops the puck. We're going to have a fight at center. Avec with a couple of big rights.
.448 the time remaining. Moving is stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Call Clancy and let them do the heavy lifting. Resident and commercial, plus other services including storage. Remember, Clancy is fancy. Off the icing, Amesbury tumbles down, throwing a check. Thunder cut it across the middle. Yeah, with the good poke to jar it free. Here comes Gesso. Can't go anywhere with it. Thunder attacking. Fanning on the shot is Malushkin. Settled by Yao for a moment. Puck played across. Wilson is well out of his crease, and somehow that puck does not go in. The net comes off its moorings. What a crazy sequence. Brian Wilson came well out of his net, could not make a clean play on this, and Brendan Dowler is going to hop off. He's going for a 2-minute penalty. It's a 2-minute minor. Daniluk over on the bench having a chat with Frankie McClendon, a guy he knows. They've gotten around the league. They've gotten around to know a bunch of different people in different places. It's a penalty kill here for Danbury. The Thunder have one of their goals on the power play, and they get a shorthanded break. Gesso walks this in. Gesso tries to throw it in front. This is going to be a clear penalty going the opposite way. And, oh boy, this is going to be an interference penalty against Johnny Ruiz. Johnny Ruiz is furious with the officials. And here come the Boo Birds here at the Danbury Ice Arena. You're going to see this here. This is the play that is being ruled a goaltender interference penalty. Ruiz cuts this in, looks for somewhere to go with it, tumbles into or through Trevor Martin. Martin fades and falls backwards. Ruiz goes down. He feels that he is tripped by Martin, not the other way around. Ruiz is still up on his feet and barking. Yep, this is being ruled as not a trip against Ruiz. This is being ruled as a goaltender interference penalty. And for the next minute and 45 seconds, the Hat-Tricks are going to be on a 5-on-3 penalty kill. The Thunder have a golden chance to cut back into this. Fumble on their early chance. Played back out into empty space. Sheehan's going to have to catch back up to the play to get back in defensive position. The Thunder walk this one in. Here come the Boo Birds. Shot blocked down. Fanned on it did Malushkin. Knocked down, kept up at the blue line. Corgan to the circle. Tries to backhand it onto Wilson. Save is made. Compared to his other more sterling performances, 12 saves on 14 shots is not one of his greater performances, but he's coming up big when he needs to, stopping the shots and holding his own. Plus the 2 goals that he let in, I'm not exactly sure how exactly you can really put either of those on him. By the way, the Brendan Dowler penalty was a delay of game penalty. So Dowler went off for a delay of game. Gafarov winds up, wants to shoot. Excuse me, Yao blocks the shot. Yao will flip this out. Yao carries on. Yao centers it, or tried to anyway. Wanted to get it to Daniel Amesbury, and that was blocked down by Corgan. That's one of the best chances you're going to get skating 5-on-3 at the offensive end. 34 seconds of penalty time remain. On the 5-on-3, puck bounces across the crease. Yao tries to jar it off of Asp's stick up to Malushkin at the point. Walks on, Amesbury with the stick down, circle shot over everything. Malushkin will get a handle on it at the right point. 15 seconds to go on Dowler's penalty. He's up, shot blocked down, no one knew where it was. 10 seconds left. Malushkin will look for somewhere to go with it. To the top of the circle, tried to knock it through, couldn't go anywhere with it. Gafarov rings it around. Dowler's penalty is done. Gafarov wants to wind up and shoot it. He puts it wide. That'll ring its way around the boards, nearly out. Malushkin walks in. 5 seconds on Ruiz's penalty. Dowler tries to jar this free. Dowler will knock this one down. And the hat-tricks have successfully killed off the extended 5-on-3. Ruiz taken down. And they'll get that tripping penalty with Ruiz coming out of the box. Or no. They're just going to say that was an offsides. No penalty being called against Delaware. Thought that was what was going to happen there, but no. So no penalty. 5-2 the score. So the hat-tricks. Ruiz in alone. Ruiz, backhand shot, save made by Martin. Kuznetsov takes the hit. Kept in at the point. Ruiz winds up, shoots it. Martin with the save. Johnny Ruiz prowling for goal number 100. Johnny Ruiz is going to stay on the ice and take the face-off. He's had a couple of shots here. Got a goal in the first period. Gesso will wind up and shoot it. That goes over the crossbar. Gesso pivots and looks for somewhere to go with it. Up for Gonzalez and played out into Danbury ice. Not the best handle. Gonzalez, long pass ahead, sneaks underneath Gesso. This is a pretty clear icing with 1:07 left to go in the second period. Corgan wins the faceoff, tried to carry it along. Spins at the circle, shot blocked aside. We're down to the final minute of the second period. Hat-tricks outscoring Delaware 2-1 in the frame. Shot onto Wilson, save made. And Wilson looking more and more like himself. And now we get some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Weber shoving Dustin Gesso. Weber and Gesso trying to go at it. They don't like each other. And we get some more things being thrown on the ice. Dmitry Kuznetsov yelling at the fans to stop. The hat-tricks are going to get another penalty for that. The Chuckapucks are meant to be thrown at the intermission between the second and third period, not during the regular flow of the game. So Dustin Gesso is going off. I don't know if his penalty is that delay of game or if they're going to assess a penalty for something else. But with 53.4 seconds left, the Danbury Hat Tricks. We've got a fan who is being removed from the Danbury Ice Arena. His removal is being applauded. The fans were warned, do not throw things onto the ice, and the fan is being ushered out the door and into that cold, bleak midwinter evening. His exit is applauded. So Gesso at the penalty door. He is yelling. He is hot. He is continuing to yell at the officials. Dustin Gesso is furious. Heads off, shoves the net off at the Delaware end of the ice. Dustin Gesso is furious with the officials. Gesso is still standing at the door, trading yells with alternate captain Alex Basie. The game is turning a bit angry here in Danbury. Gonzalez having a chat with Patrick Fournette, helping out with the official scoring. Dre, the public address announcer. Is making the announcement to not throw anything on the ice, otherwise they will be removed. Johnny Ruiz and Dmitry Kuznetsov have yelled the same thing into the stands here at Danbury. And so the Hat Tricks are going to be shorthanded again. It's a 2-minute penalty. So 53.4 seconds left. Mike Lopez is actually going to be the guy who sits in the penalty box. Gesso has left. He's off in the showers, or at least off in the locker room. Delaware wins the faceoff, so they've got a 2-minute power play. It's a delay of game penalty for throwing things on the ice. Shot knocked aside off the attempt by Bazarin. Around to Malushkin. Delaware's already got a power play goal this evening. Malushkin at the top of the circle. On the left side, Malushkin winds up, wants it, will take it. Shot blocked down, rebound, cleared aside. Sheehan will ring this deep. 23 seconds left to go in the second period. Hat Tricks have outscored the Delaware Thunder 2-1 here in the frame. Amesbury on the ice. Tried to take a whack at it. Sheehan will clear it the length of the ice in the final 10 seconds. We'll tick off the clock as Martin will look for somewhere to go with it. Amesbury runs headlong into the end boards, and that is that. The Danbury Hat Tricks lead this one 5-2. The Sheehan, Pamaleon, Marchesson line has been dominant. 3 points for each of those gentlemen. And so, the Hat Tricks will take a breather. We'll hop back in a little bit from the Danbury Ice Arena here on the Danbury Hat Tricks YouTube channel. We're going to keep it here for a little bit, as we'll have the Chuck-a-Puck, which the fans will be allowed to throw stuff on the ice, and also for the shootout. Brief pause, back in a moment.
That's Matt. Okay, good. All right. All right, fans, so look, we got a contestant out here. And sir, your name is? Jim Gill. Jim, where are you from? Freehold. Freehold, New Jersey. I gotta confess, fans. This guy was my high school math teacher. How about this guy? This is my chance to pay him back for all that trigonometry that really served no purpose. Is that fair? All right, now Mr. Gill is a great guy. All right, fans, look. TK's American Cafe, located on 255 White Street. Fantastic place to watch a sporting event. Are there any Pittsburgh Steelers fans in the building tonight? Okay. How about Philadelphia Eagles fans? You? You're from New York. All right. Are there any New England Patriots fans in the building tonight? And fans, I got two more teams, but I gotta tell you, in 1972, on the Manasquan Beach on the Jersey Shore, Mr. Gill was out there sunning himself, and who walked by him but number 12, Joe Willie Namath. He happened to have a football. Joe Namath threw Mr. Gill about a 50-yard pass. He caught it, and they've been good friends ever since. Is that story true, Mr. Gill?
That's true. There's a little more to it now.
I like that. All right. Are there any New York Jets fans in the building tonight? Are there any four-time Super Bowl champion New York Giant fans in the building? All right, fans, you can watch all those teams and all those games at TK's American Cafe. Mr. Gill, do you like chicken wings?
Yeah.
On the bone or boneless?
Either way.
Either way. All right, here we go. You put that bucket in there, everybody wins 5 free wings from TK's. Let's see what you got, Mr. Gill. I would wrist shot. Take a wrist shot. Yeah. Push it down. Wow. All right, Mr. Gill. Come on now. One puck in the net is 5 free wings. All right, we're going to move him over a little bit this way. Let's go a little this way here. Mr. Gill, this is all geometry here. It's a straight line. Oh! Move him over a little bit more. All right, here we go, Mr. Gill. Come on now. Put it in. 5 free wings from TK's American. Do you have any confidence in Mr. Gill? Is he going to hit this shot? Do you want the free wings? All right, Mr. Gill, let's go. Come on. For the fans, nice and easy. Slow down. No slap shot. Wrist shot. Push it forward. Oh, no. I can't let this happen. Max, send it back. Straight to me. Here we go. All right, Mr. Gill, we're on a time crunch here, but you can do it. You can do this, Mr. Gill. Oh my, what just happened? Oh, wait a minute. All right, last one, Mr. Gill. This is truly it. Please, Mr. Gill, for all the kids at Freehold High School who want to go to all the kids who want to go to TK's American Cafe on 255 White Street. He's a legend. All right, fans, it is time for Chuck-a-Buck. Tom Maserati, Alfa Romeo, and Danbury is the sponsor of this. They've been putting this
Third and final period of tonight's matchup about set to begin between the Hat-Tricks and the Delaware Thunder. Delaware has come back onto the ice. The players have, I should say. The Danbury coaches have come back onto the bench. We're waiting for the Danbury players to return as well. Let's give you a quick rundown on the scoring in the second period, which was frequent. 4 goals, and we'll give you the first as well. 4 goals in the first period, 3 in the second. Michael Marchesson opened up the scoring, assisted by Zach Pamaleon and Jared Yao. Danila Milushkin knotted the game even at 1 apiece on the power play at the 7:35 mark of the first. The Hat-Tricks have been in the lead ever since. First by Zach Pamaleon, with Brendan Sheehan and Brendan Dowler getting the assists, and Johnny Ruiz scoring his 99th goal in the Federal Prospects Hockey League. He has been a tremendous performer and a worthy captain. The second period saw Delaware open up the scoring at the 4:06 mark. Dennis Gafarov with the first goal. Brendan Sheehan, a beautiful tally off a Michael Marchesson pass. Daniel Amesbury with an assist on that one as well at the 5:43 mark. And Michael Marchesson with his second goal and third point. That lineup of Sheehan, Marchesson, and Pamaleon have been absolutely unstoppable throughout the course of tonight's game. Danbury players have come back onto the bench. The teams are ready to go. Danbury will be going from left to right across your internet waves. Delaware going the opposite direction. Mike Lopez must retake his spot in the sin bin. Ruiz out to take the opening face-off. The puck is dropped. The game continues. 20 more minutes. And by the way, a plethora of penalties to announce against the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Dustin Gesso has been tossed from tonight's proceedings. He got a 10-minute game misconduct and a 2-minute roughing penalty. Delaware also got a matching roughing penalty to go along with it. That went against Alex Suzy. Ruiz is down. Johnny Ruiz is down. He's taken a couple of hard checks. And so all of 37 seconds in, Ruiz goes to his face to make sure he isn't bleeding. He looks like he is, and he looks like he's okay. "30 seconds remain on the penalty going against the Hat-Tricks. Mike Lopez is currently in the box to serve the roughing penalty. 10 and a game misconduct also going against Dustin Gesso. So he is out of the game. And now a 2-minute infraction going against Danila Milushkin of the Delaware Thunder. So yeah, puts it in front. Shot is tipped aside by Brendan Sheehan. We'll have 24 more seconds of 4-on-4 skating. That'll be swallowed up. 16 more seconds of skating 4-on-4. And it is indeed a high sticking penalty against Milushkin. Hat-Tricks will have a shortened 5-on-4 power play after this. Yao will try and backhand this one through. Marchesson and Lugo can't do much with it. Puck flipped out to neutral ice for Yao. He'll take the puck for a walk regroup. Lopez is out of the box. Johnny McDonald playing his first game since coming back from the SPHL. Lugo walks in, shot blocked by Martin. Puck bounces to the blue line. Ruiz with the poke to keep this on. Johnny Ruiz, the captain, will take charge and settle this down. Walks into the circle, shot, goes a little bit wide. Puck bounces. Ruiz whacks at it, and puck snuck under his stick. Pamaleon up to Marchesson and now to Ruiz. Ruiz walking all alone. Shot, blocker, save made. 99 career goals in the FPHL. One more to go to 100. He's got a goal tonight. Puck nearly sneaks out. Ruiz across. Pamaleon fires, save made. Pamaleon's got 3 points tonight. He's had a great game. Ruiz can't keep this on. He'll stay out there for a bit longer. 35 more seconds of power play time to go. Amesbury winds up and blasts it. Sends it off the glass, the opposite side of the rink. Gonzalez will step into the loose puck. Pulls up at the circle. Needs somewhere to go to. Sneaks underneath Pamaleon's skate. Sprinting ahead is Bazarin. Bazarin to the circle. Shot, kick, save by Wilson. That's a great shot for Matthew Bazarin. Sheehan coming downhill. Sheehan drops it for Amesbury. Fakes the shot. Tried to leave it for Gonzalez. Got a little too crafty with it. And the final seconds on this power play will tick off the clock. The Hat Tricks, and Thunder for that matter, go over on the man advantage, and the puck finds its way fluttering out of bounds. (17:18) the time remaining. Lugo, Mock, and Lopez, the forwards out there. We're waiting for a game puck from the officials. They've got one, and we can play. Lugo with the win on the draw. Mock wrestling to keep control of it. Lugo tries to funnel it in front. Puck sneaks underneath Lopez. Delaware will carry it out. Bazarin chips up. Wilson to the circle, walks in. Shot blocked down by Riley Robertson. Puck sneaks behind everybody. And the Hat Tricks trying to lug this on. This will find its way directly into the crease, so no penalty for icing here. Stretch pass over the middle. That's right on Wilson, so we keep trading long looks on the net. Tries to dip one way. No room there. Lugo and Robertson playing a two-man passing game. Nearly turned over. Lopez will get control of it. Put it right into Lugo's armpit. McDonald will get on the loose puck. Lopez plays the bounce off the Delaware bench. Walks it to the circle. Tries to get crafty. Lugo shot. Brilliant passing from Mike Lopez. Dowler can't get the bouncing puck. Lopez can. Just flips this on, and Delaware will just settle it down. Settled down by Yao. Marchesson had a 3-point game tonight, 2 goals and 1 assist. Marchesson tried to tip it to Sheehan. Marchesson will walk in across the blue line with Sheehan with him. Drop for Sheehan, drop pass, scores! Here come the Hats! Michael Marchesson! 3 goals, and the third is a beauty! They'll let that one fly. It's custom for Hats after a hat trick, especially here in Hat City. Zach Pamaleon wearing a hat with the top hat with the rabbit ears on it. Have yourself a night, Michael Marchesson. I don't think the hat tricks are going to get called for a delay of game penalty on this one. They're just observing the custom. 6-2, an absolutely gorgeous goal. Amesbury off the draw, won by Ruiz. Backwards for Gibbs. Lobbed on net. Off the chiropractic sign in the corner. So the only thing left to chase as Amesbury wanted to go. We've got a penalty being called. It's going against Danbury. Is that Danbury or Delaware who's going to get called for the infraction? Daniel Amesbury is heading off to the bench. This is going to be a 2-minute minor against the Maple Ridge British Columbia native. And by the way, the scoring on that last goal, Marchesson assisted by Brendan Sheehan. 4 points for those two gentlemen this evening. Zach Pamaleon also working on a 3-point game himself. So here we go. They'll flutter this on net. Bounced out. Pamaleon will get control of it shorthanded. Cody Gibbs tries to Ole his man. Pamaleon will get on the loose puck. Hat tricks on the penalty kill. Dre announcing the scoring. Marchesson with his hat trick goal. And Sheehan with the assist, his 4th point of the evening. 3 assists for Sheehan. Nice tip by Gibbs out to Pamaleon with Ruiz with him. Chance for a 2-on-2 across. Ruiz, it sneaks behind him and underneath his stick. He'll put it back out to McDonald, who will just take this puck for a walk. 1 minute and 5 seconds left. Ruiz in alone, walks it, shoots it. Save made by Martin. Chance shot. That's set in the crease. Glorious chance that just doesn't quite sneak through. Johnny Ruiz is 1 goal away from his 100th goal as a Federal Prospects Hockey League player. Puck bounces to the blue line, cleared down. McDonald can't do much with this. Marchesson. Robertson tumbled down off it. Off the curved glass, that puck hurdles to the opposite end of the rink onto Martin's crease. Martin will play it behind him for the uncharging Austin Weber, who will take the puck and drop it behind him for Denis Gafarov. 2 assists for Gafarov tonight. Tries to get through Robertson, takes the check. Yao whacks this to the blue line and out. Sheehan giving chase. Final 10 seconds of the Delaware power play. Thunder taking the open ice. Basie. He'll drop it for Weber. Marchesson throws the check. The power play comes to a conclusion. Amesbury and Marchesson. Marchesson walks this one on. Amesbury, shot! Nifty glove hand save made by Martin. And we got a fight. We got a fight. Susie and Amesbury will be jostling. There's another Thunder player down. They look to go. Amesbury tied up. Susie, his helmet goes. Amesbury dropped his mitts. Amesbury trading blows. Amesbury and Susie go down. Amesbury up, Susie up 4 times in 2 games. Amesbury points at the bench. Amesbury will be guided away to the uproarious applause of the Danbury Hat Tricks home crowd. This is going to take a while to sort out the penalty situation. All penalties. We keep a live stat tracker between the broadcasters, the stat watchers, and the public address booth down at ice level at the penalty box just to keep track of all of the penalties. And Dre Klobb, who does all the public address announcing, I hope I got his last name fully correct, just sent the text of 6:57. There's going to be penalties, folks. .13:03 the time remaining. As is right now, your number one player of the game is Michael Marchesson with the hat trick. The story offensively from the forward skating perspective is Marchesson with the hat trick. I'll repeat his numbers again. He came to the hat tricks having scored 0 points in 3 games with Binghamton in 13 games since coming here. 13 games, 12 goals, 3 assists, 15 points. He has 15 points in 15 games on the season. Michael Marchesson has been found precious money. A chaotic scene. There is a 7 up on the board right now next to Daniel Amesbury's number. That is a penalty number that you don't typically see. So we're still waiting to find out what all of the infractions are.
We'd like to congratulate Danbury Junior Hat-Tricks goalie Patrick Burzins, starting for Team Latvia at the World Junior Championships. Well done, Patrick.
They're giving a nice round of applause and congratulations to Patrick Burzins from the NAHL's Junior Hat-Tricks, who was selected to the Latvian World Junior team and has started in net in both games. Burzins is committed to go play at the University of Maine. So, 7 minutes up on the board. Delaware is going to be on the power play with 13:03 to be played. Now 13 on the dot. So the Hat-Tricks will get a lot of penalty killing opportunities. Goodness gracious. Multiple stories going on here with all the physicality and also with all sorts of chaos. Basie gets a 5 for fighting. Daniel Amesbury gets a match penalty for and also gets a 2-minute for an instigating and gets a 5 for fighting. So the Hat-Tricks are going to be on the penalty kill for much of the remainder of this game. 7 minutes, and they're going to go on the 5-on-3. Lugo is going to go off. They're going to call him, I believe, for a trip. Yep, it's a 2-minute tripping minor to be called against Stefan Lugo. We'll have immediate timeout. We'll take a breather, hop back in a moment from the Danbury Ice Arena. Brief pause, back in a second. So, Evan Lugo is going off. So after the face-off, Delaware will come away with this. Across to Gafarov. Puck rolls away from him. So for the next 2 minutes, the Hat-Tricks are down 5-on-3. They have successfully killed off a previous 5-on-3 opportunity as Wilson will swallow this up, and the officials immediately skating in to make sure that hockey players with idle time on their hands not engage in any more shenanigans. So to recap, at 6:57, Alex Suzy got a 5-minute fighting penalty. Daniel Amesbury got a 5-minute fighting, a 2-minute instigating, and a match penalty, and a game misconduct. Other than that, everyone is friends here. To the circle. Rolls through, shot, save made by Wilson. Brian Wilson. Had a couple of goals that I'm sure he would like to have back earlier on. A few really nice ones that one really nice one that Delaware got. All things considered, he's going to get some real opportunity to show his mettle. He's played pretty well. He's had some very, very good saves this evening. Daniluk across to Gafarov. Winds up, looks for somewhere to go with it. Gibbs and Pamaleon combined to clear this to the opposite end of the rink. Pamaleon, a 3-point game for the Flying Hawaiian. From the circle, shot bounces wide. Rebound chance, not there. Daniluk walks in, wants to blast it. Wilson shot, save made. Another chance by Wilson, save made again. Puck somehow stays out of the net. Gibbs did the honors of clearing that. And Gonzalez clears that away. Holy goodness, what a sequence. And we got another tie-up away. Pamaleon going with Bazarin. Oh, we got a full-on Donnybrook going. Pamaleon went down. The officials separating everybody as best they can. The pile-up's still there. Pamaleon gesturing to the crowd. Harrington, Corrigan, McDonald. And Bazarin still tied up as Pamaleon has headed off. McDonald playing in his first game back after coming back from loan to the SPHL. Bazarin is going to the penalty box. There are currently 4 players standing in the Danbury Hat-Tricks penalty box, plus 2 guys who are sitting in the locker room, the guys who are going to skate. There are currently, not including Frankie McClendon, who's the backup goaltender and won't be used as a regular skater. There are 9 skaters who are going to be tasked with killing off the rest of this penalty opportunity. Goodness, goodness, goodness. And by the way, a few notes on Michael Marchesson. He has recorded his first assist as a member of the Danbury Hat-Tricks. It is the third such hat trick of the season. Bazarin is going to head off. Michael Marchesson It should be remembered and regarded as being a wonderful, wonderful accomplishment on his part. 3 goals and an assist for 4 points on tonight. You see the tie-up here, you see the chaos. Pamaleon initially took the punishment, took the brunt of that. This is a mess. To only slightly undersell it. Ruiz and J.C. Moritz are over with the officials, who are having a chat with Dre, the public address announcer, who is jotting down all of the penalties. Let's recap the scoring for you here this evening for what's been a full game, to say the very least. Only 1 goal here in the 3rd period. It belongs to Michael Marchesson, who has a hat trick. He also recorded an assist on Brendan Sheehan's goal in the 2nd period. So a 4-point effort for Michael Marchesson. 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points. Zach Pamaleon with a goal and 2 assists for 3 points. That's John Krapinski, who's the most animated coach on the bench. Having a chat with the officials. Billy McCreary and Johnny McDonald also having a chat. This is McDonald's first game back from loan to the SPHL to Roanoke. Lugo has been sitting in the box for a tripping penalty. There were only 29 seconds left to go on his penalty. My presumption is that we're at some point, after all of the penalties are put on the board, as Ruiz goes over to have a chat. Ruiz skates over to talk with the guys in the box. There are 4 hat tricks currently sitting in the penalty box. It's going to be a lot of skating for Sheehan, Kuznetsov, Marchesson, Ruiz, Dowler, Yao, Gonzalez, and Mock, and Sheehan. And a lot of goaltending work to be had for Brian Wilson in what has been, to undersell the point, complete chaos. We're just going to get the penalties as they come in. With 10:36 left, this is going to be a long 5-on-3 still. 22 seconds left to go. Corrigan across, shot, save made by Wilson. Puck kicked across. And Wilson will be asked to do an awful lot of goaltending. Daniluk will look for somewhere to go. They've already killed off 1 5-on-3. Corrigan with the shot. Wilson another save. Lugo's penalty. expires. But they're gonna stay on the 5-on-3. They haven't been able to put the penalties up on the board. So this is an extended 5-on-3. Daniluk across to the circle, blocked down by Gibbs. Tristan Mock can't clear the zone. Bazarin gets a 5-minute for fighting. Gonzalez will lob this out. Zach Pamelayan got a 2 minutes for misconduct, for instigating, a 5 for fighting, and a 10-minute game misconduct. And Riley Robertson gets a game misconduct. All of these penalties at 9:24. Winds up, shoots it, blocked down by Dowler, and cleared to the opposite end of the rink. Danbury trying to finish out. To the blue line, we'll walk it here. Gafarov to the circle. Dowler knocks his man down, shot goes and whistles wide of Wilson. Gafarov will gather this one up and walk this in. Only a few minutes left, shot scores. Delaware gets a goal, Malushkin, his second goal of the night. 6-3 the score. Lugo and Robertson will head back to the bench. So we go from 4 hat tricks in the sin bin to 2. Lugo's tripping penalty had expired, but he couldn't go back out and rejoin the play. The hat tricks are allowed to go back to a proper 5-on-4 situation with only the remaining 2:34 of the Amesbury Major still to kill. Off the tie-up, the Thunder will come away with this. Left behind him, Corrigan walks it forward. Corrigan will ring this round. Wilson settles it. Will leave it for Gonzalez. Kuznetsov tries to walk this one forward. No room to do so. 11:22 of the third period. That finds its way in, and that's a goal as well. So the Delaware Thunder get 2 goals back, and guess what? They still have 2 minutes and 7 seconds of an extended power play time. The scoring on that last goal, by the way, Denis Gafarov with the assist on Danila Malushkin. To undersell it, it has been a bit of a mess. We're going to have a timeout here. We're going to take immediate timeout. We're going to take a breather here on the Danbury Hat Tricks YouTube channel. Brief pause, back in a moment from an, at this point, exhausted Danbury Ice Arena.
Right off the jump, we've got ourselves a line ball. Robert Hyde across the puck. We're going to have a fight at center. Vivek with a couple of big rights. He scores!
So Danbury called for a timeout. Not the other way around. There was no media timeout officially. Danbury called for time. So here we go. 2 minutes left on the Amesbury infraction. Seamus Lombard got the goal. Lombard Lombard, Houston, Wilson, and Danila Malushkin. And that means Malushkin has a 3-point game, 2 goals, plus the assist. He's performed very, very well against the Danbury Hat-Tricks in this, what has amounted to a 2-game set. And guess what, folks? We have 2 more games between these 2 teams. They'll be in Delaware on December 30th and 31st, followed by ringing in the brand shiny new year of 2023. Gafarov trying to get control of this puck, carries it at the circle. Gafarov works with it. Up to Malushkin. Gafarov winds up shot blocked by Dowler. 2 power play goals for the Delaware Thunder on this extended 5-on-3. Brian Wilson has performed very well, but there's only so much you can ask out of your all-star goaltender as the puck just sits in a cut in the ice. Gafarov winds up, wants to shoot it, save made. Actually, no, it goes over his head. Never got a piece of it. This will find its way out into empty space. Played backwards, walking on. Marchesson tries to take a whack at it. Gafarov, nothing there. This is going to be another penalty. With 6:32 left, Asp took a hit. Asp is down, oh boy. We're going to step away for a moment from the Danbury Ice Arena. So, 29 seconds left to go on the 5-on-4. No added penalty. This is just going to be, they're not going to tack on any more to it at this point, I think. We're waiting for exactly what the infraction is. Could have been a 5-on-3 situation, but we'll see how this works itself out as the puck flutters up and out of bounds. 6:19 left to go here in the 3rd period. This 3rd period has been a war of attrition. Delaware actually outscoring Danbury, as now we're going to get an official media timeout. Delaware outscoring the Hat-Tricks 2-1 here in the 3rd period. We're going to take a breather. We're going to come back in a minute and have a nice, good chat. We're going to hear from the officials to see what the penalty was. We'll get that to you in a moment after a brief pause here on the Danbury Hat-Tricks YouTube channel. So 16 seconds remain on Amesbury's major penalty. Delaware will carry this one to the high slot across the circle. Shot, kick save by Wilson. Rebound bounces out to Malushkin. Delaware got 2 power play goals out of this. Ruiz will break this up, tries to funnel it out, sneaks underneath Malushkin. Marchesson not there for it. Lopez comes screaming out of the box, and the Hat-Tricks, after a good long while, are finally back to an even 5-on-5 skating. What has been a real mess of a situation here at the Danbury Ice Arena. Delaware looking to cut this lead a little bit closer. They'll find its way out of bounds. 5:37 remains to be played. So here are the penalties. Zach Pamelayan got an instigating, a fighting, and a misconduct. Johnny McDonald got a misconduct, and Riley Robertson got a misconduct. Those are both 10-minute penalties. The misconducts to McDonald and to Robertson. Matt Bazarin got a fighting and a 10-minute misconduct. Pass shot on net. 5:22 to go. We're going to have one more media timeout before anything else in the under 5 for what has been a frankly chaotic third period. Five to go. Tristan Mock off the faceoff win. Dowler shot, rebound, nearly there. Up along the boards. Lopez working to keep this in the attacking end. Delaware will get control of it. Carried on out by Weber. Giving chase is TJ Delaney, one of the new arrivals, along with Dmitry Daniluk to the Thunder. Here comes Sheehan. Sheehan will walk this on. Lopez calling for it. That pass is knocked down. Brendan Dowler will knock down the clearing attempt right at the center ice logo. Up to Tristan Mock. Sheehan. We'll see where he can go with this. Tristan Mock can't go anywhere with it. Picked off and carried around by Eric Oganeshov. Nearly turned over. Mock keeps working at this. Tristan Mock can't get really a clean hand on this. A couple of Thunder players get tied up with each other. Nifty skating by Malushkin. Pass forward, backhanded in, and thrown down by Seamus Lombard, who's got a goal in this game tonight. Marchesson, who's got the hat trick. Left it for Lugo. Thunder are there for it first. Gonzalez got a tip on it, couldn't control the attempted exit pass. Self pass off the boards, and Gafarov will take the puck for a walk in his own end of the rink. 4 minutes left to go in the third period. Delaware with 2 goals here in the third. Kuznetsov picks off, shot, rebound, chance on net. Marchesson can't get it through. That'll be covered up, and we've got our final media timeout of the evening. Brief pause, back in a second from the Danbury Ice Arena. It's the spirit of hard work. The Batchers of Litchfield Distillery, in honor of the early farmers of Northwest Connecticut, present to you the locally made Litchfield Distillery, bourbon, vodka, and gin. Grab it at the rabbit hole and hoist the barrel with the Danbury hat tricks. Be curious to see who actually gets to lift the barrel. I have my thought as to who it should be with the hat trick tonight. Puck bounces around to the circle. Sneaks underneath Ruiz. Jared Yao up and forward to Tristan Mock. Lopez on the opposite wing. Cuts one way, the other way, goes to the outside. Lopez gathers up, takes it behind the net, looks for somewhere to go with it. Pivots underneath Oganeshov, spins again, falls down. Tristan Mock there to receive the pass. Mock working at this one, stapled into the corner. Daniluk and Oganeshov trying to take it away from him. 2 other players join in, Wilson and Lopez. 5 players stapled into the boards. Ruiz looks, tries to see where the puck is. Puck is just stuck here for a couple of minutes, and only now do the officials blow the play dead with 3:03 left to go. Three minutes and 3 seconds left to be played. 6-4 the score. Puck bounces over Kuznetsov's stick. Looks for somewhere to go with it. Off the boards. Gonzalez will gather this up. Tried to sneak it through. Sheehan and Kuznetsov and Marchessault. Kuznetsov there for it as well. Puck goes on net. Delaware is going to pull Martin from the net. They're looking to tie this game up down 2. Marchessault got to the loose puck and tried to put it in the back of the twine, but no space for it. .2:10 to go. Puck sits on the end of the net, bounces up, nearly cleared. Gonzalez goes for the empty net, hits the pipe! And it's going to be ruled an icing. With 1:57 left to go, at least it's ruled as such. A 1:56 to be played. Sheehan will step on to take the draw. Daniluk. Circle shot goes wide. Malushkin had a nice look. The play is being blown dead. Sheehan is going to stay on to take this draw. To the blue line. Delaware skating 6-on-4. Picked off by Marchessault, or nearly did. Gonzalez gets on this puck to Marchessault, looks for somewhere to go with this. To Sheehan, walks this in. Sheehan looks for somewhere to go with it. Across, missed the empty net, did Dmitry Kuznetsov. Probably got a bit of the puck tipped. They'll wing this way around. Danbury is going to take some time off of this clock. Puck bounces to the slot, no room for it, whacked on net. Puck bounces a few different ways. Sheehan trying to control it. Hat-tricks have had the puck in the attacking end for a good 15-20 seconds and are unable to score on the empty net. Delaware packed that in tight. Final 50 seconds. Kuznetsov goes and puts it in the back of the net to end the scoring. 7-4. Dmitry Kuznetsov will get the goal for what has been a chaotic game. Finds its way into the empty twine with 47 seconds left. We'll wait to see what the rest of the scoring ends up being. Martin back in net for the Thunder. These teams are going to play 2 more times to close out the calendar year. Up the boards, knocked down, funneled out to Lopez. Dmitry Kuznetsov gets the goal. It's just him getting the goal, no assists on that one. 19:13 the time on that one. The final couple of seconds will burn off. Wilson will just pass this over to Gonzalez, and the Danbury Hat-Tricks conclude calendar year 2022, a perfect 11-0 here at the Danbury Ice Arena for the first half of this 22-23 season. The final score, 7-4. The Hat-Tricks flex their offensive muscle, and they get to lift the Litchfield Distillery barrel. It'll be Michael Marchesson who lifts up the barrel. 4 points, 3 of them goals. They are awarding assists on that one too, on the empty netter to Tristan Mock and Kyle Gonzalez. So those will be the final pieces of scoring. The official comes over to a chaotic game, to say the very least. The final shots, by the way, 39-33 in favor of the Hat Tricks. That's a 32 save effort for Trevor Martin on his end of the rink. That's a 29 save effort for Brian Wilson in his net. Held his own, performed extraordinarily effectively. So the 3 stars. The number 3 star for tonight's proceedings.
Tonight's 3rd star from the Hat Tricks, number 55, Zach Pamaleon.
Pamaleon with 2 goals, 2 assists. Excuse me, 1 goal, 2 assists for 3 points. The 2nd star, Brendan Sheehan, with a goal and 3 assists for 4 points. Comes out, doffs his stick to the crowd, and we'll head off. And tonight's number 1 star, really no surprise who this one is going to be. Michael Marchesson, a hat trick plus an assist, 4 points, the 3rd hat trick. A wonderful performance in net. A wonderful performance all around. The Danbury Hat Tricks escape a war of attrition with the Delaware Thunder and conclude their home slate for this portion of the 22-23 season, 11-0-0 here on home ice. 7 for the final. A big word of thanks to all of the people who have helped to make Danbury hockey such a wonderful place to enjoy. A great game of hockey. A big word of thanks to everyone who has been involved with making all of this happen, all of this a reality. For calendar year 2022, a wonderful season, a wonderful year for the Danbury Hat Tricks, with still plenty more of the season to go. So for everybody with the Danbury Hat Tricks, everybody with the organization, and everyone with the Federal Prospects Hockey League, Delaware and Danbury are going to play 2 more games. But this is the last time that we'll be putting on a home game here at the Danbury Ice Arena. For all of us with the Hat Tricks, I'm Chris Lynch. We hope you have enjoyed your time with us. We'll see you next when the calendar reads 2023.